Clock in. Black Gotti just walked in.
I don't need nobody, only fuck with niggas from around my way. Fuck how you feel about it. I don't know who's stepping for my section, but they still tryna block it. Had to throw the 8 up on my necklace, bitch, I'm tryna stop it, bitch. I don't even wash my clothes, cause I ain't never folded. Had to wipe a nigga nose.
Team Black gotta stand up, man. Yeah. Alright, y'all, the last video we did of Realbleeda was Realbleeda getting locked up when he went to the mall. Now, first off, I'ma say this off the flap. What Bleeda did at the mall was just a ridiculous ass move. Like, it really made no sense, bro. Like, you really the definition of way too hot out here. You need a whole lot of milk, bro. Like, there is no excuse for that, bro. Ain't no I was too turned up, I was mad. Bro, you really just crashed out, fam. You really crashed out. Not only did he crash out in that way, bro, also allegedly crashed out on the highway as well, bro. They saying that Bleeda is actually locked up for murder right now, bro. A lot of y'all was hitting me up, bro. Somebody even specifically hit me up and said, yeah, now you could get off his because he locked up now. What? Like, y'all dead ass happy, bro, locked up, bro? Like, it don't make no sense to me, bro. This is happy, bro. All right, bro, don't talk about my reading either, because y'all be talking about my reading. All right, rapper David Catherine, who uses the stage name Realbleeda, made headlines in Baton Rouge when he danced alongside students at Park Forest Middle School in March. Now, Baton Rouge police have announced they believe he's responsible for the drive-by shooting death of Teresa Callaghan in September. Callaghan, who was described by her employer as having had no beef with anybody, was waiting at a traffic light at the intersection of Airline Highway and Greenwell Street on September 16 when another car rolled up next to her. An occupant of that vehicle allegedly opened fire on Callaghan's car, striking her multiple times and killing her. Her car then rolled into the intersection, crashing into a sheriff's deputy vehicle. The Baton Rouge Police Department announced Tuesday they now believe that shooter to have been Catherine, rapper and known member of the Bleeders gang. Catherine was arrested by Monroe police on May for allegedly brandishing a firearm at the mall. Police records show he was extradited back to East Baton Rouge after being developed as a suspect. A BRPD spokesperson said Catherine has now been booked on first-degree murder charge. Police have described the Bleeders as a criminal enterprise based primarily in the Glen Oaks neighborhood and indicated the gang has been on law enforcement radar for some time. Now that's crazy work, bro. Imagine being locked up and you thinking, I'm straight. All I'm locked up for is for whipping out a pole in the middle of the mall. Realistically speaking, that's a charge you could easily get swept under the rug in due time by fighting the case or whatever the case may be. You know, you can make up anything. You was scared, whoop, it was a fake gun. You know, you got all type of arguments for that. But the fact that right after you get arrested, they extradite you right back to BR, and then you find out you being charged with a murder is crazy work, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have damn near farted. You feel me? Forget farted, I would have sharded. It would have been specks of doodle in my drawers. I'm trying to tell you, like, damn. I'm thinking I'm just in here for whipping out that fire. Y'all got me in here for murder? Hell nah, I need some milk.
Thanks, Baton Rouge police investigating 2 shootings that happened on roadways over the weekend. The first Sunday afternoon at Highland Road and Lee Drive. We're told the victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Police have not yet said if there is a suspect or if an arrest has been made. That second shooting, 9:30 last night on Airline Highway. The victim in this case was killed. And again, no arrests have been made. News 2's David Hamilton joining us now to explain what happened.
Michael, the victim has been identified as Teresa Callaghan, and police say it appears a vehicle pulled up alongside her and someone opened fire. Teresa Callaghan was killed after being shot multiple times in her vehicle. She was driving near the intersection of Airline Highway and Greenwell Street Sunday night. She had just left a restaurant where one of her relatives was holding a political event.
This just not supposed to happen to her. That is not who she is, who she was, and none of her lifestyle was a reflection of where she was taken out.
After being shot, her car crashed into a deputy's vehicle. Both deputies inside the patrol car were injured and are both expected to recover.
We are seeing an increase where we're having road rage incidents or people that are targeted along the interstate or just major thoroughfares here in the city, and they're being struck by gunfire. What we are learning is that, yes, some of these are road rage incidents, and then some of these are just targeted individuals.
Callaghan was an activist in the community working with the Walls Project Louisiana, an organization that beautifies neighborhoods with paintings. They said she was a full-time cybersecurity specialist at Entergy. We actually interviewed Callaghan back in 2020.
So I was torn when I said no graduation. So yes, absolutely. When she posted that thing, I said I'm all in.
She held a COVID graduation celebration for her son and other seniors, which is a memory her family will hold on to.
And she definitely has left her fingerprint on the next generation. We will always remember her.
Callaghan was 41 years old and leaves behind her 3 children.
Imagine a road rage incident ending up to a lady like that losing her life, bro. Now, I'm going to say this. I did see prior to this happening that Bleeda was actually trying to do good. And even in the mix of him trying to do good, people wasn't liking the good that he was doing. And I think that's what even led to the video we had watched. Remember that little live video we watched where Bleeda was saying he did something for the kids and then they tried to make him look bad? I actually see what he did for the kids and he right. Like, they wasn't even going for it. Let's watch that real quick.
Liz Merles responding on X to a story we were the first to tell you about on WBRZ.com. It's about a rapper with gang connections visiting a Baton Rouge school. She calls it absolutely unacceptable and is promising to look into it. David Catherine, his real name is... He is known as Realbleeda, went to Park Forest Middle School to provide snacks for the upcoming LEAP test. He also donated a PlayStation 5 to the school's esports program. You can check out the full story at WBRZ.com.
Let's read exactly what she said. She said, "This is absolutely unacceptable. Who allowed this to happen? This is the kind of example they want to set for their students. The principal says he didn't know that the person had a known gang affiliation, but then let school children make a video mimicking holding guns and displaying acts of violence. Since when can you just show up on campus and make a video with school kids? That violates a number of school privacy laws. This is appalling on so many levels. Crime is already out of control in Baton Rouge. Let's not glorify violence at our school or any place of learning. I'm looking into this." Now, even though it sounds like she being kind of cranky and she just being bitter and she just being, you know, like too nosy, like she don't want to touch her nose, in all reality, she is making sense, bro. And she is right in a way. I don't think you should choose school to glorify, like, if the video was really like that, if they really was, you know what I'm saying, doing all this and all that, I don't think school really is the place for that, bro. And I just don't like the fact that they don't even want to bring up the good that happened. Okay, yeah, if you're upset with the school, but then you turn it into somebody has gang affiliations and, you know, kind of making it seem like he's ultimately a terrible person when in all reality, he's a professional artist. Or upcoming professional artist, you know, so he's actually doing something and he made a way for himself through all the things that some people may call, you know what I'm saying, gang activity. Some people, it's just a way of life, bro. And, you know, I feel like some people need to understand there's certain places you can express that and there's certain places you can't. And school definitely shouldn't be a place to promote that. But that's what type of stuff that make people go down a negative path. When they try to do good and then get bashed for doing good. That's what turns people that try to be good to just terrible people, you know? So when you a person like Realbleeda and you see you try to do something good, but they turn it to something bad, you got to be strong-minded enough to be like, you know what? Forget what they talking about. You know, I know what I did and how I did it and the reason I did it for, and that was to show kids, you know, you can help others, bro, because that's basically what he did, man. But yeah, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, bro. Bleeda, free you, but when you get out, let's go to church.
Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now.